What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to One OK Rock, C.h.a.o.s.m.y.t.h. This was requested by Paul as one of his monthly requests included in my Patreon membership. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. He actually requested two songs or two versions of the same song of C.h.a.o.s.m.y.t.h. And yeah, wants me to compare the version from the 2014 Mighty Long Fall tour at Yokohama Stadium and the 2020 Field of Wonder concert. He also said that I've heard this song during the Nagisain concert because that's the full concert I've checked out on my Patreon. If you're interested, go check it out. But he says these two are really different. Yeah, and I'm excited to see how they're different from each other and compare them to each other. If you want to be like Paul and support me and my channel, you can request the song on my Buy Me a Coffee page, or you can check out my Patreon, where I also recently posted my full reaction to the One OK Rock documentary Flip a Coin. Like I said, I've also reacted to a complete concert on there. You get monthly requests included, like this one, for example, and also some other things. So if you're interested, the links are in the description. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
This next songを僕のすべての友達へ、そして今日ここに来た皆さんに捧げます。変わらずあの頃に話した夢を僕は追い続けてるよ。もう今年から忙しくなるような
Distortion kicks in. Oh yeah. I love this. It's so catchy. Especially like the combination between the melody and the rhythm. nice drum fill into the chorus. Yeah. It's beautiful. Chills. By the way, those backing vocals are actually executed very well and very important. Such a great song. I don't want to say too much in between before I check out the other version. I'm saving most of my thoughts for the end, but yeah, it's just a great song. I love the atmosphere. It's beautiful, but it's also huge. It feels very big. It's very catchy. The vibe is just so great. Not just the music, but also in the performance. I love the way the stage looked in this, if that makes sense. Like this warm lighting and that kind of fit to the atmosphere of the song, and the song itself is just amazing. But yeah, before I talk too much, I want to check out the other version, and then I'll say more to what I think about the song or the versions in the end. Okay, I see why this could be different already. I think this is the concert they planned while filming the Flip a Coin documentary, right? I definitely saw her in that documentary, I think. It's beautiful. I love the violin. If it's played well, like it was here.
相変わらずあの頃に話した夢を僕は追い続けてるよもう今年から忙しくなるようなでも変わらずこの場所はあるから
It's very impressive without any instruments. A very emotional delivery.
So everybody days will grow up, days will try to show. Everybody's show is beginning. God has arisen, make you one storyline dream, as if you will live forever and live as if you die today. ふざけ合い騒いもないくだらない話をしては泣き笑い慰め合いそう終わらない歌今歌う Your dream as if you will live forever and live as if you die today 悪さやバカもしたねよく怒られたねただ楽しくてそんな日々がずっと続くと思ってたでも気づけば大人になってってそれとともに夢もでかくなっていて
It's a totally different vibe. It's still so beautiful.
We have to carry on Our lives are going on でも変わらずこの場所はあるからSo everybody days will grow up days will we try to show Everybody's show is beginning God has arisen make you one storyline dream as if you will live forever and live as if you die today ふざけ合い騒いもないくだらない話をしては泣き笑い慰め合いそう終わらない歌今歌う Your dream as if you will live forever and live as if you die today We are
showing some skill. Some more. Not that everything else wouldn't be skill. Wow.
So everybody's days we're a rapper, days we treasure show. Everybody sure is beginning, God here's a reason, make you one story like dream, as if you will live forever and live as if you're die today. The second eye, 사와이 모나이, 그따라다이, 하나씩 오시도와, 나 키워라이, 난 사매라이.
This also looks beautiful.
As if you will live forever and live as if you die today.
What an emotional performance. Oh, in memory of Haruma Miura. Please let me know who that is. Paul definitely didn't promise too much. I think those two versions, probably couldn't be any more different. And both of them are so good in their own style. I really enjoyed both of those versions, both of these atmospheres, the different vibes, the different settings even. I already said after the first version that it's beautiful. So it makes sense that they create a version that's focusing on the beauty of it, the emotions, the emotional delivery, because the second version, obviously gives a lot more space for Taka to transport his feelings, to show his emotions. It's focusing a lot more on that than the first version. I certainly couldn't decide which one I like better because they are so different. And maybe depending on my mood, I would, rather listen to one or the other. While, both of the versions have this emotional, personal tone. The first one, concentrates more on this arena rock energy that they are so good at creating. It's got a sense of intimacy, but also this anthemic feeling. The guitar riffs are very cool. I like the switch between the clean guitar sound in the verses mostly, and then in the build up and in the chorus it's getting more distorted, leaning more into this full rock sound. That's of course also supported, for example, by the drums, creating those huge climactic moments, also together with this warm but punchy bass. It has a lot of rhythm and a lot of you can maybe say groove. I think I also said it while the song was playing. The combination of this catchy vocal melody, but also the rhythm, the cadences, the phrasing, but also the rhythm of the instruments make it so catchy and so round. Because, for example, in the chorus of the first version, it's not like the guitar is just playing distorted long chords, but it's got a rhythm, if you know what I mean. And I also mentioned it, the background vocals are actually pretty important, I think, and executed perfectly, I think, by Toru and Ryota. I wanted to mention that as well because I feel like that gave the chorus an extra lift and more depth. So yeah, the first version, for me just has this arena stadium rock energy with huge climactic moments, with great build-ups, also great drum fills leading into the next section, a great crowd interaction, which of course wasn't possible for the second version because of COVID. But it's just this big anthemic feeling that they are creating, that they are so good at creating, that I've loved in so many songs by them already, with just a beautiful vibe, a great atmosphere. I also said it, the setting with this warm lighting was very nice to look at as well. It was filmed in a great way too. And in contrast to that, the second version is of course very stripped down, focusing less on this anthemic, energetic vibe, but more on the emotions, giving Taka more space to show and to deliver those feelings, starting with this beautiful violin intro throughout the whole song. I loved the violin. I think it's just a beautiful instrument if it's played as perfectly as here. She even had a little violin solo where she played a little faster, almost a little shredding on the violin, but for some reason it still fit in that moment. It wasn't too much, even though it's such a restrained atmosphere, and that violin works so well with just the clean guitar that Toru's just picking throughout the song. It's just those two instruments that play beautiful melodies and an awesome vocalist that can deliver with so much feeling, with so much passion, that also has the voice to make this sound so full still, even though it's just the three of them. He was even able to kind of fill the whole stadium with his voice just by himself in the beginning, where he sings that perfectly without any instruments, which is very impressive in my opinion. And because there's no drums and no bass in the second version, I also found it really interesting that it still had a rhythm, sometimes through the violin playing a little more rhythmic, but also sometimes just through the vocals, because like I mentioned in the first version, this vocal melody, especially in the chorus, has a rhythm in itself that's very catchy, and then this beautiful melody to it as well. So I found that very interesting too, that it didn't lose its rhythm, even though it just has those two instruments that are normally not necessarily connected to rhythm in the first place, but more as lead instruments. So that was very cool. Lyrically, I think the song is about growing up, also connected with some kind of nostalgia of memories of the youth, but also the challenges that come with growing up. I think one big part of the memories, the beautiful memories he's talking about and he remembers in such a good way, is connected to friendship, to moments he experienced with other people when they were just having fun, goofing around, and then creating a bond that seems to still last over this period of growing up, of maybe everyone kind of going their own way, which I think yeah, of course, is normal, is a normal process in becoming an adult, that people take different paths. Sometimes, just talking about the mindset maybe, or different priorities. Sometimes maybe even physical, through moving somewhere else or something. But if I understand this correctly, I think it's pretty much a heartfelt anthem about that those memories from back then still hold them together now. And what I also really like is the message of living in the moment. I think he says, live as if you'll die today, just encouraging everybody to be passionate about every moment and enjoy every moment, cherish that and make the best of it, and maybe even create memories today that in a couple of years you will look back at those moments like you're now looking back at those moments from the youth maybe. So I think that's a great message, and that's a great way of thinking and of living. And I think overall that this is a pretty uplifting, positive, hopeful message, even if it's delivered and also written in such a heartfelt way. I think it is an emotional topic, but with a positive view on it, and maybe even with gratitude for the past. So I also really like that. Thank you so much, Paul, for this request. I enjoyed that a lot. It's a beautiful song. Two completely different versions of the same song. They were able to create two completely different vibes, both very cool in their own way. Like I said, I think depending on the mood I'm on a certain day, I might listen to one version or the other version. Both are very catchy and very beautiful in their own way. The first one focusing more on this stadium rock energy, this anthemic feel with big climactic moments. The second one concentrating more on giving space for the emotional delivery with a beautiful violin added to it. Two different vibes and both awesome in their own way. So I enjoyed it a lot to listen to them back to back and comparing them to each other. This was a lot of fun for me. Please let me know what other songs by them I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. Like I said, if you're interested in watching me react to the full Flip a Coin documentary or to the full concert live in Nagisain, check out my Patreon. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.